Alright, hello. Ladies and gentlemen, Adamant Outcast is here once again. And today, oh yes, today, gonna be bringing you another all-time classic. Mega Man X. Oh yes. X is the first of a new generation of robots, which contains an innovative new feature, the ability to think, feel, and make their own decisions. However, this ability could be very dangerous. If X were to break the first rule of robotics, a robot must never harm a human being. The results could be disastrous, and I feel that no force on Earth could stop him. Approximately 30 years will be required before we can safely confirm his reliability. Unfortunately, I will not live to see that day, nor do I have anyone to carry on my work. Therefore, I have decided to seal him in this capsule, which will test his internal systems until his reliability has been confirmed. Please, do not disturb the capsule until that time. X possesses great risks as well as great possibilities. I can only hope for the best. September 18th, 20XX. Thomas White. Yes! Mega Man X. Let me adjust the volume. There we go. So how is everybody's day today going? Good, I do hope. Let me just make sure, check with the chat, see if anybody's here. Alright, not yet, that's okay. 1 second, folks. Alright. Sorry about that. Just checking my messages there real quick. Just make sure we're good to go. Oh, I will be giving everybody uh, my full attention when I can. This game is can get very intense. Um, I just want to preface before we get started here. I still cannot see the chat during my gameplay, so I'll try my best to take a brief moment in between playing stages here to give myself just a very brief breath of fresh air, and just to make sure I'm keeping up with any audience members who joins us today. Everything will be backed up and uploaded to my YouTube channel, and for at least 7 to 14 days, I think it was. If you're not able to catch the stream live, you can just come back, and when it's convenient for you, you can go ahead and watch my stream if you like. With all that said and out of the way, though, let's get started. I made me a fresh, big old mug of coffee, and me a nice, yummy old peanut butter jelly sandwich for gamer fuel. A big old, nice, chill bottle of H2O to stay properly hydrated, because this one's gonna get intense, folks. But rest assured, we will, just as we did before, we will succeed. Oh, hell yes. Alright. Let's get going and let's get started. Mega Man X. Absolutely one of the best looking, best playing Mega Man games ever. And growing up, I was fortunate. It was one of the few video games that I got as a gift that I actually owned, the physical cartridge. At one point in time I did. It was actually a complete surprise when I got it, which made it all the more absolutely fantastic when I was able to play it. Did not expect it, but I think that makes it one of the most memorable gifts and games that I've ever got in my entire life. And despite how challenging it is, I think it's definitely a fair challenge. And it takes some finesse and concentration, and just it takes in order to complete it, it really does take you to get good. And just as before, I have no intentions on trying to cheese this. There may come a day where we have to cheese it, just for the sake of my sanity. But today is not that day. After all, I beat this game many, many times. It's been a while since I played it, but I'm fully confident I can do it again. Oh yes. So sit back, relax, get you a snack and a drink, and I will take you on this journey of the new Mega Man. Would we say this is Mega Man's big brother or little brother, considering this guy comes after the original? Which, by the way, I'm sure at some point I will be playing the original as well. Specifically, the reason I wanted to choose this as my first Mega Man to stream is because of the personal connection it has with me and just my familiarity with it. It has a special place in my heart. Absolutely. And after we finish this stream at another point in time, I do look forward to checking out the future Mega Man X games, because, to be perfectly honest, I unfortunately never got the opportunity to enjoy every Mega Man X game out there. In fact, I think if memory serves correctly, the only ones that I got a chance to actually enjoy was the first two. But this first one is just a masterpiece. I think that there's no better way of looking at it. It's an absolute perfect 10 out of 10 Mega Man game. And look here, this guy. You traitor! You betrayed the Maverick Hunters! Ah! You are worthless piece of scrap. Did you think you could defeat me? Now that's a hell of an entrance, Zero. Oh yeah. Zero is top tier badass. And he looks so freaking awesome. I guess I'm not powerful enough to defeat him. X, you shouldn't expect to defeat him. He's designed to be a war machine. Remember, you have not reached full power yet. If you use all the abilities you were designed with, you should become stronger. You may even become as powerful as I am. I'll scout ahead and collect as much information on Sigma's fortress as I can. I'll meet up with you when you get there. See you later. Spoken like a true leader, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it. That's the kind of man or lady that you want to be in charge. Absolutely. X, I know you can do it. You're damn right. Alright. Now, as before, I am going to, I'm sure you've noticed, just give me a brief pause here. Sorry. I'm sure you have noticed, but I do my best to not rely on save states to cheapen the experience, but just on the off chance of an unfortunate circumstance of losing connection, or if my computer were to shut off, I do keep my place with save states, but it's not a over-reliance on it. You understand? Alright. Anyway, enough rambling. Haha! We've got 8 Reploid Mavericks to deal with, folks. And I know that this is most likely not a surprise to you, but we are going to be starting with this guy. Chill Penguin. If anybody ever needs advice, the correct way to play Mega Man X, you always start with the snow level. And for anybody new to Mega Man X, I won't spoil it right away. However, what I will say is there is a very good reason you start with this stage. And when we get there, it'll become clear to you. So this is not the first Mega Man I ever played. In fact, the first that I ever played, got to borrow from a family member, was Mega Man 3. So that one is also very memorable as well. But when we get around to the original Mega Man series, and we will, I'm gonna try to play them in order for the sake of keeping things less confusing for any future viewers. And even though Mega Man is a challenging game, you just have to, as Cranky says, get good, boy. You gotta get good. Absolutely. Hell yeah, there's an extra life already. That's another bit of advice I can give to any newcomers. Okay, first of all, I just want to preface my advice by saying, I don't know the name of these enemies. I'm not that nerdy, you know. But see these robot bats, and they respawn real quickly. These things are what you want to focus on if you have to farm for energy, or ammo, or even extra lives, because look how quickly they respawn, right? So if you want to farm lives, if for whatever reason you need them, if you're not feeling too confident on a particular level, and hey, I ain't gonna judge you, or I wouldn't blame you at all, you know. Sometimes that's actually, personally, from my experience, it's necessary. But I'm just giving you some helpful pointers. And, alright, so anyway, let's continue on, shall we? I'm going to try to break this up also for anybody watching in the future. In order to make things a little bit more easier for myself and for my, anybody who may not have enough time to, watch this extremely long stream, like 2+ more hours, because I'll be honest, I have no idea how long this stream's going to be, but it's my full intention to either beat it in one sitting or 2. So every couple levels I will be splitting this up into parts for everybody else's consideration as well as my own. But anyway, with that said, here we go. This is why you start with this stage. So, you've come. X, I gave you the ability to choose your own path in life. And I hope that the world would allow you to choose a peaceful one. But now it seems that you are destined to fight. Because I thought the world might need a new champion. I have hidden capsules like this one. If you find and use them, you will be able to increase your power beyond anything the world has ever known. Step into this capsule and receive an acceleration system to boost your speed. Good luck, X. Thank you, Papa. Oh, awesome. This right here, this is the freaking best thing ever when it comes to this game. The mobility that the speed boost acceleration legs gives you. There's just no other way to play the game. With that, but before you get this upgrade, you feel the whole game it completely changes the complete feel of the game, you know what I'm saying? For anybody who is already familiar with it, I'm sure you agree with me on that, but just some heads up information for anybody new to the series. And I'm looking forward to playing these games for the first time blind for my wonderful audience. My absolutely amazing high IQ, dedicated, and sexy audience. The Adamant Outcast salutes and appreciates you 120 billion%. Oh yes. Enough flattery talk. Let's ride a giant robot! Bruh! Oh, uh-oh. Oh, what the? How come you're jumping out of it? Huh. Maybe I'm having control issues. Oh, come on now. Okay, so that's weird. It could be potentially my controller needs recharged, and if that is the case, I am very, very sorry about that. So, please bear with me, folks. Give me one, actually, give me one brief second. Very strange controller behavior. There were unforeseen issues. But I roll with the punches. As you do. Any good warrior has to learn to roll with the punches. So I am getting the controller ready to be put on charge if it needs it. We will overcome all obstacles in our way, folks. Oh yes. Alright. Alright. They're trying to, I think they're trying to spread their, what is it called? The Robotica virus. They're trying to inflict us with the Robotica virus to screw up my stream. Well, you're gonna have to try harder than that to stop me. Evil will be sought out and punishment will be dealt accordingly. How else am I supposed to go back to enjoying my peaceful afternoons? I didn't start this war, but I definitely have what it takes to put it to an end. And that is absolutely what's gonna happen. Now, if you're really good at this game, you can pretty much handle all these robot masters with just the charge shot. And this guy is, for me, he is so... Well, let's just get to the fight. He's a good example of that. Bob and weave. Oh, you dirty ice pigeon. Can't call him an ice rat because he's not a rodent. Ugh. I mean, when you hit him with a full charge shot, it just does so much damage. So it's all about, this game is all about good timing as well. I could do this all day, you lousy ice foul. Okay, there's a better insult. You ice foul! I'm gonna put an end to your foul play. Enough! You're done, son! Now give me that power up! That's how you take care of jerks, folks. X could teach you a thing or two. Sorry, give me a bite of sandwich. Oh, it's so good. You get shotgun ice. Is that what it says? Something like that. Goody goody. Alright. One trader down. 7. Or would that be 8 more to go? Something like that. Either way, you will all be punished. You will all be punished. Ooh. Just checking our how long we've been streaming. I'm trying to break this up between 30 minutes to an hour per section. So, you know, we're doing pretty good. I think we should go through one more stage, and then I will switch over to the next section for part 2. Alright, anyway, enough blabbering. If we do have any audience members, however, who do you want to see me take out next? Because just as a Just let me say this. There are going to be a few times where we do a little bit of backtracking and exploring the levels again, because this game has a lot of extra secrets and power-ups that you can't always get in the first run through a stage. Now, I tend to not particularly need to get every single Robot Master's weakness in order to defeat the next. Because, like, again, as I said, if you're good enough, you can more or less just beat them with your own skill, which is one of the things I really like about this game specifically. Because the older games, like, you know, I'm sure you can do that as well if you're really, really, really good at the game. All right, we've got somebody suggesting Boomer Kawanger. If possible, chat member, can you, I understand if you're not able to, but can you do your messages in my Twitch chat? Is that something that you're able to do? Because I'm trying to, I'm actually going back and trying to look at the chat that's directly through my Twitch. If not, that's okay. Anyway, they want to see the Kawanger taken out, so I'd be happy to oblige. Boomer Kawanger. Now, I know that unlike the original Mega Man series, all of the Mega Man enemies were, you know, like Iceman, Fireman, Frostman, Gutsman. They were men. But these enemies are based off of animals. And some of them I understand, like a mandrill is a monkey. You know, a penguin is a penguin. You know, a chameleon is a lizard. You know, I get it. But what the frick is a Kawanger? Like, what kind of animal is that? Is it some sort of, like, antlion? Because, like, I can't tell. And yes, I'm just saying off the top of my head, I'm not sure what it is. And by the way, if I get a game over, or if I get killed, just expect that's going to happen. I'm not going to allow that to kill my momentum in any way, though. Uh-oh. Ah! Turtle! You have to be put down. Uh-oh. Gotta love how those don't exist unless they're in frame. The little bombs he's dropping on you. Yeah, I might get killed here because I was being a little bit careless there. Uh-oh. X is just like, ah, oh god! Ah! Put me out of my misery! Yeah. Ah, alright. Serious. Let's take this serious this time. That guy's greatest, unless I just didn't give him time, I think that guy's greatest design flaw is he can't turn around. And once you get these speed shoes, powered up legs, whatever you want to call it, acceleration system, I mean, you just dance around the enemies. It's awesome. Haha! Nice try. Ugh. Don't make me stop liking turtles. You, Torterra wannabe. Also, another great thing about this game that is really interesting is, depending on the... Oh my god. Ah! Thank God for invincibility's frames. You just phase through everything. Okay, there we go. I like how in this game that depending on what order you play the levels in, that it can actually affect the terrain and layout of the stages. So, for example, Storm Eagle's stage, if you defeat him before you do Spark Mandrill's stage, his airship crashes into Spark Mandrill's stage, and it affects the stage. So it makes the whole game feel a lot more alive in that regard. Like your actions have very noticeable consequences. How's that for giving you the making you feel powerful? Am I right? Oh yes. See that? I gotta come back for that later. That's the equivalent of a heart container from Zelda. Heart power up. Which, by the way, speaking of Zelda, oh, I cannot wait to stream some Zelda for you folks. Zelda, and I know this is not a very original, but Zelda is, to me, is like my all-time favorite game series in regards to action adventure, and then Mario is my favorite platformer. But that's not to discredit or undervalue Donkey Kong or Mega Man or any games for that matter. I guess it really just has to do with my own personal experiences, right? What I know and what I played has a tremendous effect on what is the most interesting and loved games that I played. Alright, no worries, chat member. There's nobody actively in chat responding, but I do have a good. I hope they don't mind me saying, but I do have a good friend checking out my stream here. But that's okay. Hey, just make any suggestions you want, cause I am nothing without my audience. Props to you, good sir, good folks. Good sir and madam and anybody else who happens to join in. Alright, so anyway, enough rambling. Okay. Let's see if we can take care of this, whatever this is supposed to be. This nightmare fuel guy. You... Stop that chaos control crap right now! What did you do? Take lessons from Ganon? Ugh! Really? Ah, you lousy. Still thyself, X. Let's take care of this thing. Kawanger! You think you're so bad? What the frick? Still stupid. Now. Take that. Ghoul! That's how you do it, folks. Get the scratch on me, fool! Hell yeah! You get boomerang cutter! Nice. Alright, give me 1 second, folks. We're going to be splitting this up as we go along. So, anybody in the future, I will be uploading all these parts all at the same time, more or less. So just, I'll see you in part 2. See you then.